I'm live. I hope it works. Technology, right? Anything could go wrong. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is a Beer Native live beer review, and this is day 16 of the ridiculous advent calendar. Let's throw some branding up. Nice. The advent calendar. Let's reintroduce you to the advent calendar. Let's shove my head over there and look at it right there. Nice, right? Who doesn't want to spend 109 or 129 pounds on a giant box of beer and get surprises every day? It's Christmas all through December. Up to this point, I've had a whole bunch of double IPAs, triple IPAs, Imperial Stouts, a weird paint the tune Brewin from Newcastle, and they've all been pretty good with the exception of two which downright suck bottom. So I'm going to go and add the beer cam, and we're going to run out to the, I have to find the beer can. The beer cam is my phone. There's not special technology going on here. It's going to happen for real, and I just got to figure out where I put the invite. It is, there it is. But yeah, it's getting kind of exciting. The first few followed a theme, Tastes of Tomorrow. And I can kind of get into the head of the person designing the advent calendar and think like, I've got all these amazing plans. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then suddenly you realize you need 24 unique beers and you're thinking, holy crap, this is actually hard work. Because so far I've had no repeat breweries, and a lot of them have been kind of out there and unique. So that is pretty cool. All right. I see I have a viewer at the very least. Mersey Beers. Greetings, salutations. I'm back at 6 o'clock, which makes it more predictable. I'm going to try and keep doing that. All right, more meetings tonight. More meetings tonight with Imperial Beer. Excellent. Let's add the beer cam. Come with me. Chinook. Did you see that? It is, let me just hold it up. It kind of looks like if I were to buy a mountain, I would buy this mountain. I'm not actually a big fan of the art. I think it looks a bit cheap, but let's zoom in on that. You can take a look. Oh, this is kind of like late night TV art. Chinook IPA, the Reflection series, at 6%. Who makes it? Burnt Mill Brewery. Okay, I don't really know them. Any other flashy details in the back? Okay. Same hop variety from two different parts of the world. Chinook? What? Chinook hops from both the UK and the US. You can get Chinook hops from... You can get Chinook... All right, so I've got some beer experts in the chat. I know this. Oh, that's what I look like when you're drunk. Let's bring me back in. All right. Hey, between Blue Nose and Mersey Beers, where can you get Chinook hops that come from the UK? I know I can buy them in the UK, but Chinook is wasn't it like, I don't know what it is. Wasn't it bred out of Washington in the 80s or something? It's been around forever. And it's an American hop. I totally associate this as an American hop. I guess there's a UK variety. I didn't know that. So Burnt Mill out of Suffolk. Thank you. I knew it. So if you're new to the chat, hello, Michael Foster. Mersey Bears, who's also in the chat, he's like Yoda. He just whispers interesting things about beer into my ear via the chat that I repeat to the camera, and makes me sound smart mostly. So I don't know this. Well, let's look up. Let's learn as we do. Let's learn a little bit more about Burnt Mill, because that's why we're here. This is Craft Beer Insights, and we need the insight into this brewery. Burnt Mill's pretty safe search term, unlike Peninsula. Don't ever search for that while the public is watching. Let's share the screen. All right. Oh, good. And we have a further. So Blue Nose Beer, who's in there. Do you know Chinook also grows in France? The UK Chinook is less fruity than the US. All right. That's cool. I didn't know that. And that's why we're here, is to learn. And there is a bit of Burnt Mill, a new brewing project in Suffolk Farm. Yep. Nice. Instagram, blah, blah. Page. Let's check the shop and see if we can buy this beer. See if it's a special beer or is it something that I could have got just by coming to the website. Oh yeah, so they've got kind of a theme around, let's call it iStock photo scenery shots for their art. Yeah, it looks kind of the same. Okay, so they've got an Enigma one. They've got a Casca. Okay, so they're going on a real theme around isolating a hop maybe. I like that though. I like single hop, single malt, smash variety of beers. Okay, I don't see this one, but we get a feel for the price, right? £3, £4. It's kind of mid-range for craft beer. All right. Well, I got a glass here. Boom. Let's get cracking. I like that. I like how Mersey Beers in the chat recommends that Blue Nose knows what he's talking about. Blue Nose responds with good things, thus making both of you smart. All right. Let's dump this into here. I'm going to go with, they used a really light malt because they wanted me to only focus on the hops. I would have really liked it. So for those of you, not the people in the chat, with the exception of Michael, the Chinook is a kind of standard piney, grapefruity, spicy hop that is in a lot of IPAs. It's in like, seemingly, if you're a Brewdog person, divides the crowd in everything they do. It just kind of works. It's kind of a no-brainer. I don't really necessarily understand the idea behind putting UK and US Chinook into one because I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know why or which, or I don't know what I'm gonna learn from it. But let's try it. So Blue Nose, you just put Charles Farm on the main UK hop merchants. I went there once looking for UK bred Chinook and they didn't have it. They only had US. And maybe that's me having dated brewing knowledge. Wow, that feels like super extra pale. Like there's no malt on there at all. I'm basically just drinking hop water. So it's typically 11 to 15% alpha acid for Chinook. US Chinook. I don't know if the UK one is lighter. Apparently it's less fruity. That's pretty good though. It's good, but not great. It really isn't grapefruity. Not that much. It's mostly piney. So I don't know if that means the UK one was favored but I also think that even just a slight little bit more on the malt side would have done it a favor. I'll try one more sip. So Blue Nose in the chat has said that it's only 7. The UK version is only 7 to 9. That's very UK, isn't it? That's like us to drop that hoppiness down. I feel like that's our vibe. The Americans love to jack up the citrus and the pining on the nose and the bitters. Or it's just the terrain that makes the difference. Probably that's what it is. That's pretty good, but not great. I think it's good, but not great because I've had some real stinkers recently. All right, let's score it up. Now I realize art is a thing of personal preference. Reflection. I see what you did there, Michael. Reflections of reflections. Yeah. Incredible. So this Chinook, I think the art sucks for many reasons. One, I commented that it just looks like a downloadable cheap scene. Plus, you see the distance I've got it at now? I can't read it. Like, even there, if I give you a good look, it's hard to read. Like, It's not great from a branding perspective, and branding matters. People make decisions based on that. I would probably never have bought that, or if I saw it, I would have thought it was cheap, and I would have been like, I don't know. I would have judged that book by its cover big time. I'm gonna give it a 2 on art. I'm gonna give it a 4 on the, it's okay packaging. It's standard. So 2 and 3 is 5. It's getting a 5 out of 10 on art and packaging. That's not ideal, but is it unique? It's kind of a unique idea. Is it accurate? I'm going to give it a 3 on accuracy because that's what it's doing. It's sort of unique that it's, so what do I score it for uniqueness? It's unique in that it took 2 hops from 2 countries. Great. But was it useful unique? Not really, right? A single hop, single malt variety is great for people like me who are tasting beers and getting a benchmark for a certain hop. I have no need for a benchmark for 2 hops from 2 countries, establishing the fact that I still cannot tell the difference between the two. So I'm going to give it negative points for pointless uniqueness, maybe a 2 and a 3, so we're at 10. And do I like it? It's an okay little guzzler. It tastes a bit like I don't know. It actually tastes a little bit like a Beck's, not even a Beck's directly from Bremen. It tastes like a Beck's that traveled. It's got a skunky kind of pininess. I could just have a bad can, but it's not great. So I'm probably going to give it a 7. Not bad skunk. 7. I'm being harsh at 6. So it's going to get a 17 out of 30, which is about 2.75 on Untapped. You'll see me put it up there whenever I remember to do that. So that is the wrap. That is a wrap. That's a harsh score, but if you're going to start peddling IPAs in this market, you got to be a little bit better than that. And you use the serif font. Come on. All right. That's it. Burnt Mill Brewery in Suffolk. You guys look cool. Let's flip it back. You look cool, and I can't wait to try you again at some point on a different beer, but I'm not a fan of the way you do art. I find it very hard to read. It was a cool idea that had no purpose, and the beer's just okay. 2.75. That's the end of this one. Thanks for watching. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is a Beer Native Live Beer Review, number 16 of the Honest Brew Ultimate Advent Calendar, and I will be back tomorrow at approximately the same time, 6 o'clock. Thanks for watching, and I will see you then.